everybody, friends and family of the Vibecast. How are you? Are you vibing? I sure hope so. Hey, I know I missed last week's episode. I was traveling a lot, caught up between a couple of bigger projects that I'm very, very excited to share with you all this fall. And I also wanted to let you know that I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a step back away from this podcast, and I'm going to come back with something very, very special that I'm super excited for. What I'm coming back with is going to be a bit more of an episodic limited series style podcast. And what I'm thinking right now, I don't want to give too much away because you never know what will happen. But the intention is to pre-record a series of 10 episodes and then release one a week for 10 weeks and then take a couple weeks off and then come back and do it again. And each 10 episode series will be thematically themed with a topic that I am super interested in and I think can bring value to you and your life and to the world. So that's what I'm looking at. Okay, so we're taking a quick break. I'm also going to be out of town for the entire month of October, so there's no way that I could have done this on the road as it is. So I'm very excited. I'm very grateful to y'all for listening and hanging and checking in over the past couple of months, couple of years. If you've been here since the beginning, oh my God, I love you so much. That's incredible. Thank you for listening to me rant and talk my shit and try to come up with fun things to discuss with no one else in the room, which is quite challenging, honestly. One of the biggest challenges I've ever had, because usually I get people talking back, laughing and like giving me reactions in real time, but to just be staring at a white wall behind a camera is a little trickier, okay? And I'd say it's probably not one of my strongest suits, but we've done it. You know what I mean? We did it over, how many episodes did we do? Over 100 for sure. Yeah, because it was the Brent Pella show, and those numbers got up. And then when I changed to Vibecast, I think I've done like 20 something in the low 20s. Anyways, dude, when we come back, it's going to be slightly rebranded, but every episode is going to be a conversation with a guest. So the next time you see the Vibecast come back, it might be the Vibecast Presents title of this series, or it might just be the series title. I have no idea how I'm going to logistically do that, but creatively and conversationally, it's going to be a very fun project to start to work on. I'm looking at likely January for the release, being out of town the entire month of October, and then I need to do the interviews and the conversations and then get those through the edit in November and December. So probably January, and I'm excited, man. And I think you guys should be too. If you like anything that I've talked about over the past couple of years on this show, then you're gonna love some of the conversations that I'm lining up to have for this new series release. And I also think, this is it speaks to if you work in the creative field at all, we got to manage our time. You know what I mean? We gotta really be conservative with our time, like conservative as fuck, because time is way more valuable than money, dude. If you gave me 1 million extra minutes versus $1 million, I'd choose the minutes. Hold that thought. How many hours is a minute? Is minutes? How many days is 1 million minutes? 694 days. So that's almost 2 years. That is 2 years. That's slightly more than 2 years. So yeah, $1 million or 2 years. I would take the 2 years without hesitation. And I say that because the podcast has been super fun. However, there have been times where I come back from being on the road and my focus and energy is basically entirely on whatever projects I'm working on at the time. And the podcast has not been prioritized from at different times. And I don't like that. I like prioritizing what I'm doing and making it as good as it can possibly be. So taking a step away and pausing, that doesn't mean that I won't be posting anything. I'm still going to post clips to the YouTube channel. I'm still going to post clips to the Instagram page. And I'll probably just pop on randomly here and there to drop some jokes and talk about some random shit that's happening in the world, because that's fun. And I still definitely want to do that. The podcast for me has one of the main values that it's brought me is acting as an open mic, because I don't really have the time to go out to Silver Lake and wait 2 hours to do 3 minutes on stage and then drive an hour home. That's like the entire evening to do 3 minutes in front of 8 people and a blender, okay? And I'm not trying to do that anymore. So this has been way more valuable in terms of my time and kind of creative flow. And now I just want to level it up. So thank you all for sticking around and hanging and vibing throughout this whole time. The vibes are not done yet. We got so many cool things coming up. We got a huge project with Black Rifle Coffee that's going to drop in a couple of weeks. I'm in a big Christmas movie that will be airing. I can't really say much about it, but it's coming out in December, and I'll be promoting that. That's a fun, silly comedy movie. Just wrapped up shooting Wild 'N Out, which is great. I had another awesome season out there. Nick Cannon is my father. I don't know. He's probably your father, though. You just don't know. And Vibe Rosé is out and popping, okay? VYBROSE.com. Use promo code VIBRATE with a Y to get 30% off. That will help negate your shipping costs. And we're shipping to California, Florida, Texas, Arizona, New York. So if you're in one of those states, go buy the Vibe, dude. Go buy the Vibe because we are rocking right now. It has been a super fun project to release. We're in a bunch of different venues out in Santa Barbara. So if you live in the Santa Barbara area, go check out Fish House. Go check out Rodeo Room, Indochine, a couple others that are listed on our Instagram at Vibe Rosé. And new videos coming soon too, you know. I'm dipping into a different creative field with video stuff now too, where it's either going to be short and silly on a phone or big and crazy and with a lot of set design and production behind it. So y'all are going to hopefully like some of the stuff that I got coming up. Also going to tease this Christmas special. Going to put together a Brent Pella holiday special. So starting now, do not watch any of my holiday content from the past couple years. Because I would like for it to be as fresh as possible when I release this special. It's going to be kind of a recap, the way SNL does their holiday specials with old sketches and new sketches and bits in between. Super stoked. So many fun things to come. This podcast is going to evolve into something way better, and I am so excited to see how that develops, and I'm excited for you to be here with me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you've been listening to this, if you're listening to this right now, you are loved and appreciated more than you know. So thank you for rocking, and I'll be back to rock again soon. Check back every once in a while for clips because I will be posting clips here from past episodes, and I'll just be jumping on camera to talk some silly shit about whatever's going on in the world from time to time. So check back for that. Otherwise, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Please go drink some water because you're probably dehydrated. All right? Peace.